Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have kind of a small declutter to share with you. I've been hesitant to declutter very much from my collection, but I know that it's important to do. There's no reason to hang on to things that don't bring you joy, that you don't enjoy using. So I think I will have another bigger declutter towards the end of the year, but this is the stuff that I saved up since my last declutter, which I believe was in June or July. So I've just filled up this bag of stuff since then. Some of the stuff is going directly into the trash because it's old or it sucks or it's no good or it's just expired, stuff like that, or it's stuff that I am passing along and that already is going to another home. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be sending any of my declutter stuff out to any of you guys. I've gotten comments about that in the past, and I just wouldn't feel comfortable sending my used products to anybody, especially, I don't know, I don't want to say a stranger because you guys are my friends, but like, I don't know, I just feel more comfortable passing them along to people who are in my life. So yeah, let's just get started. It's mostly makeup. I do have some brushes as well. The first thing that I'm decluttering is going to go to someone else. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. So mine sort of cracked and started breaking. I think it's too dark for me. It's sort of a satiny powder. It just doesn't do anything for me. It's too dark for me to use all over the face. It's too dark for me to use as a highlight. So I'm just passing it along to a friend who is a little bit deeper than I am. The next two things that I'm passing along are these from Maybelline. It's their Super Stay 24-hour liquid lipsticks. You know, these old ones. I got these in an Influencer Vox box recently, which is kind of baffling to me that Maybelline thought it was a good idea to send out these old ass lipsticks to people. I just don't like the formula of these. They're really sticky and uncomfortable. They wear really gross. This color is super streaky and I never wear red, so I'm just passing those along. Here's a shocker, but I am getting rid of a Becca highlight. This is in Opal. It's just a mini size. It's just too dark for me. I don't like the way that it looks on my cheeks, so it's going to go to another home. This, oh my gosh, this Pixie Shea Butter Lip Balm, it is in Ripe Raspberry. I think I got this in an Ipsy bag, but I just don't like this. It's not moisturizing to me. I don't like the color, and if I'm going to wear something colored on my lips, I'd rather just wear a lipstick or a lip liner or whatever. It just doesn't serve a purpose in my life, so passing it on. You guys have seen this before. It's going to go directly into the trash. This is Benefit's Benetint. I hate this, and it's really old, and it made my lips sort of like tingle and go numb. I just don't like the way that it stains, so it's getting thrown away. I am getting rid of one of my Revlon lip butters. This is in Red Velvet, and this is just for the fact that if I'm going to wear something this dark, I'm not going to do it in like such a creamy formula. I'd rather it be more matte. So it's a beautiful color, but I'm just not going to wear this color in this formula. I can't remember if this was in my last declutter or not because I found it like behind a box on the floor. So I'm just going to share it again. If I didn't, I don't know. This is from ColourPop, and it's their lippy stick in Bound. This is one of their glossy colors, and I just don't like the glossy ones. The color is pretty, but it's just not me, and it's not the formula that I particularly love. So that's getting rehoned. I think this is just going to go in the trash. I swapped for this on Ediv a little while ago. It's the Etrabelle Golden Skin Roll-On Caviar Eye Gel. I just don't like the way that this feels under my eyes. It just doesn't hydrate. It feels sticky and gross, and it just doesn't do anything for me, so it's getting thrown away because I wouldn't want to pass this on to somebody because it is a roller ball. So, I mean, whatever, you know, it's touched my skin, and I just don't feel comfortable. It's going to get thrown away. I am getting rid of one fragrance. This is another thing that I divvied for. It's Nest Indigo Rollerball. I love the way that it smells in the bottle, but I really don't like the way that it wears on me. It just smells kind of peppery and musky, and it just doesn't wear well on my skin, so it's getting passed on. I'm getting rid of two Wet n Wild Mega Lash lipsticks in Rosebud and Cherry Bomb. So that's what they look like. I just haven't been reaching for these colors, so I figured I would pass them on while they're still good. One liquid lipstick from Ofra. This is in Americano. It's just really deep. It just doesn't look right on me. It's a pretty shade, just not for me. It's very, very like red brown. So that's it at the bottom there. It would look beautiful on a lot of different people, but just not on me. The next two are really disappointing. These are my only two MAC lipsticks. I have Flare for Finery, which is a luster, and Plumful, which is a luster. But both of them have gotten that like moldiness on the outside of the bullet, and that just freaks me out. So these are just getting, I don't know, I'm gonna probably cut the lipstick off and save them for back to MAC, even though these are the only like two MAC products that I have. I may as well save them just in case, but I'm really disappointed because I didn't get much wear out of either of these. Okay, so you may notice a slight change in makeup, in clothing, in lighting, because my camera battery died yesterday. So we're just gonna slap this video together. We're just gonna keep on trucking through this bag of Declutter. So I apologize if the lighting is terrible. It's really rainy and overcast today, and I'm doing the best I can. So let's just soldier on. I have a fragrance that I'm getting rid of. I know I just talked about the, what was it, Nest fragrance. This is something interesting. This is from Demeter. It's the cushion perfume in Aurora, I think it is. But I just don't like this. It's a weird gimmick that I just don't like. I was sent this for review, and I was very truthful in my review. It's just a weird concept. So it's like a cushion compact, like those foundations. And you like take the little thing, you dab it in here, and you dab it where you would a perfume. But you have to work really hard to get the fragrance onto this little thing. It's just not long lasting. You can barely smell it, and I just don't care for it. So I don't know if I'm going to pass this on or throw it away, but it is being decluttered either way. The next thing I have here is a concealer. I picked this up from Dollar Tree a few months ago, and I just can't get it to work. No matter what I do, I like really massage and work on this like bottle, tube, whatever, and no matter what, it still comes out separated, and I don't know, the color, it just, the formula doesn't wow me enough to try and work with it even more to get it to work for me. So it was only $1. I'm going to pass it on and see if someone else can get this to work well for them. The next thing I'm decluttering is this lip color from L'Oreal. I don't remember what these were called, but these are the ones that are sort of like a gloss. They're very pigmented, and I'm just getting rid of this because it's such a dark color. I'm not going to wear a glossy dark color anymore. I just don't feel comfortable with it. I just feel like it would get all over the place because it's so glossy. The next thing I'm getting rid of is another lipstick from NYX. This is one of their black label lipsticks in Snow White. I just don't gravitate towards this color, and I'm just going to pass that along. Also getting rid of one of my matte lip colors from e.l.f. in the shade Coral. It's just not a good color for me. It just looks really weird on my skin tone. So passing that on. I have a friend who I know this is going to look amazing on, so I'm excited to pass it on to her. Decluttering a Revlon lipstick. This is their matte formula in Really Red. I just don't wear reds, and I have another matte red lip color, and I just don't need to have this one. That's all. I got this from Big Lots for like $2, so I don't feel bad about it. I believe this is one that's just going to get thrown away because it is a few years old. This is a Physicians Formula pH Matchmaker lip gloss in Natural. I don't think this is very natural, first of all. It's very coral, and when you wear it, it sort of tints your lips kind of pinky. It's one of those things. It was really neat packaging. It does do the light up thing, and it's got the mirror on there, and I liked it. It was fine. It's just not a color I reach for, and it is pretty old now. Then I have a single eyeshadow. I bought this from somebody quite a few years ago. It just says Soft Shadow Amethyst. I don't know who makes this, but it's this color. I have other colors like it, and it's a couple years old, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I am getting rid of 2 samples. They're getting passed on. They're not gonna get thrown away. This is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I used the lightest shade, and that's the only one that would work well for me, so I'm passing along the other 3. And then I'm also passing on this Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. It's just a little mini sample guy. I just don't like the texture of this. It's really hard, and it pulls out brow hairs, so no thanks. Then a little while ago I was cleaning out my Z palettes, and I decided to get rid of quite a few different eyeshadows. I'm not going to go through all these. There's some from Almay, one from Ulta, some from LA Colors, and I think that's another Almay one. These are all things that I picked up either from Dollar Tree or in like gifts with purchase, so they're just not good quality or colors that I enjoy, so they're getting thrown out. The next thing I'm passing on is this Naked Cosmetics pigment. It's from their Sierra Nevada line. It's the number 5 pigment. This is just super messy. I'm not going to open it because it's just going to fly all over the place, but it's just really messy, and it's really dark, and it's just not a color that I would reach for in a pigment. Passing on another lipstick because it's just not a color that works well for me. This is also something that I was sent for review. This is from, I guess it's just AMOK. It's their Luxury Love Fit lipstick. The packaging is super adorable. Other people who were selected to review this did get different colors. This is just not a shade that works well for me. This is like neon orange, and it came busted in the tube, so I don't know. It's a nice formula, but it's really not a shade that I would ever reach for. I have decided to get rid of 2 nail polishes. This first one is from Pure Ice, and it is the shade Busted. This is like a sheer top coat, kind of like glittery, I don't know, some sort of top coat type of deal. I just don't like it. It's just not a nice shade for me, and I do have other similar like glittery top coats that I prefer. And then this one is from China Glaze, and it is Velvet Bow. This was a gift with purchase from Ulta a few years ago, and I really do not like the formula on this one. I don't know what's up with it, but it's terrible. It never dries, and it doesn't wear well once it finally does dry. This thing is getting thrown away because it's just too old to pass on. This is a gel eyeliner from Rimmel. It's their waterproof gel liner. It's a really nice formula. I just regret not using it more before it started to turn. There's nothing bad to say about the formula of it. It's just really, really old, so it's getting thrown out. This I was really disappointed in. This was a 100-point perk that I got from Sephora not too long ago. This is the Tarteist lip paint in Namaste Nude. I hate the way this looks on my lips. It gets that like white butthole lip on the inside of your lips. It just looks so sick and disgusting. I don't like the way that it wears, so it's getting passed on. Maybe someone else will enjoy it. I believe this is my last makeup declutter item before I go into the brushes. This is a mini blush from the Balm. I got this in an Ipsy bag. It's in the shade Frat Boy, and it's a really pretty like peachy pink color. But I have so many other colors that are like this, and the formula on this one is really dry. I'm just not a fan of it, so I'm just going to pass that on. Okay, I lied. There was one more makeup item that was hiding in my little bag here. This is just getting thrown away though. This is the Maybelline Master Drama by Eye Studio eyeliner in Bold Brown. It's really dry. I just don't like this at all. It's so hard to get a line. No, I'm not going to use this. I have so many other liners to get through that I'm not going to fuss with a dried out eyeliner. And then these are the makeup brushes that I am getting rid of. Let's see. These 2, everyone was talking about these a few years ago, but these were the Essence of Beauty Duo Crease Brush and Fine Crease Brush. People were saying that these were amazing and that they were super cheap at CVS. That's very true. They are very cheap, and they are so scratchy. I do not want to put these near my eyes. They are not fun to use. so I'm getting rid of those. I have 2 of these e.l.f. You know, the dollar brushes. I don't even know what these are because everything's like worn away. The blending brush and the smudge brush. These are also really scratchy and I don't like them. And then these are all, I think, e.l.f. Studio brushes. I think some of them I got individually and some I got in sets. I don't like this bent liner brush at all. And then these 2. I just have so many other ones. These are not soft or nice to use, so they're getting passed on as well. So those were all the items that I have decided to declutter over the past couple of months. Again, I'm going to try and do another final 2016 declutter near the end of the year. I have a lot of things to consider. I think that's going to be a declutter where I actually pull out my drawers and I do it live for you guys so you can see sort of what I still have in my collection, because it is still pretty big. Even though I have been trying to work through a lot of my products, I am still bringing in products. I do need to downsize a little bit more and I'd love to share that with you guys. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy declutters and if you'd like me to do one more declutter by the end of the year. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. I would love to have you here. I just noticed my channel got to 700 subscribers this morning, so that was really, really awesome. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed already. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. I will see you all in my next video, which is going to be the update for my 12 Pans of Christmas. Thanks for watching. Bye.